So in this video, we will extend our discussion to the various functions which we use in an Excel sheet. So this spreadsheet is very clear now. I hope to everyone that how we can do a auto sum, how we will use a relative referencing and absolute cell referencing. Now, what we will do, we will use some different things also in this lecture. What we will do, we will understand what preference or what is the preference my Excel sheet gives to the calculation if multiple calculations are applied. So in this case, suppose I have a GST also. This is the total sum. Now, suppose I have a GST or the tax which is levied upon me. What is the tax? Tax percent is 18%, for example. I'm putting 18% here. 18% here. Or I can do something like this. I can delete this all. I can write GST here and the GST value will be 18%. I want grand total here. Grand total, what a sale I will have including the taxes. Okay. So now what I have to do, I have to add 18% of this into this and then I'll get a grand total. How I can do this? Suppose I will put a equal to sign here. I will use this cell reference which is C9. Then I will put a multiplication symbol here. Then I will use 18%. This is the 18% of what I want. Okay. And I'll press enter. So see what kind of figure I got. This is 30,600%, which is a very different, like I should not get this value. Okay. If you go and see this, B10. So what it did, it basically added or multiplied 1700 by 1800. 1700 by 18 and then put a percent. I don't need this actually. What would I need? So that in this case, I will not use this B10 because it is my cell referencing here. What I will use? I will use 0.18% of this and I will add 1. Because what I want, it is very simple. Okay, let us just check it. Suppose I have 100 rupees sale and my tax is 18%. My total sum will be 100 into 1.18 actually. 100 into 1.18, which is 118. If I put equal to sign here, what I will get? 100 into 1.18, which is 118. Actually, if you see, you can directly do it like this, 1700 into 1.18. But what I'm trying to show here is, what is the preference my Excel gives here. So in this case, what I will do, I will put 0.18 into 0.18 plus 1, because 1 plus 0.18 will be what? 1.18, which is example which I showed you here, and I'll press enter. But again here there is some problem. Again there is a problem. It is not showing, it is like showing me some bizarre value, which is like not acceptable at all. Suppose I remove this 18 also. Suppose I remove this percentage. Suppose 18% GST in percent. In some places it can be written like this, GST in percent. I'll delete this. I'll put 18 here. But again, our default value is coming in 18. So what I can do, I can go to this number section here, and this percentages is selected here. What I will do, I'll just put general. general. This is 18. Now what I will do, I'll put this formula C9 into 0.18 plus 1. This is again percentage value which has been shown here. So sometimes it happens that my Excel will consider a default value. You have to just go and you can select general. So it was 307, which is again not acceptable. How is 307 is coming? This should not be the sum actually. So now what my Excel is trying to do? My Excel is not giving preference to my addition, but it is giving to the preference to multiplication. Suppose I delete this plus. This is 306. And then plus 1, you will get 307, which was my earlier result. So what I felt initially, that suppose this is 100 into 1.18. If I break it into 0.18 plus 1, my Excel will not give me a proper result. Now here, why this error is being shown? Because my Excel is also using one of the most important preference series which you might have learned in a high school, which is called board mass. What is board mass? Board mass is the preference level. My B is bracket. So my calculation, my Excel will give the first preference to the brackets. Then it will give second preference to operations like exponents or power or whatever it is, like x square, 2 square, 3 square, something like this. Now D for division. It will give the preference to division over multiplication, which is for M. Then addition, and the last subtraction will be last preference will be subtraction. This is a board mass rule which is being followed. So in this case, if you are writing here as plus 1, what you have to do, you have to put a parenthesis over here, a bracket. This will tell my Excel that Excel, please add up 1 plus 0.18 first, and then you multiply with C9 cell. Earlier, what Excel was doing, Excel was multiplying 0.18 multiplied by C9, and then it was adding plus 1. It was not giving the preference to the addition. It was only giving the preference to the multiplication. But since I have put my bracket here, my reference level has changed. Preference level have changed. Now what my Excel will do, you see, this is the answer. What my Excel will do now, it will add it first. So it will happen that it will become to 1.18, and then you will multiply it to C9 to get this value. And then you can directly drag this value here. This is my grand total basically. This is my grand total. If you want what is the tax levied, you can simply put an equal to sign. You can do a cell reference here. You can multiply it, and you can multiply it by 0.18. This is the GST or the tax, and then you can use this cell referencing method. You can drag this and you will get the taxes. Now you can also do a basic addition here. You can just add this and you can just add this, and you can add this because it's only 2 cells. I can use my normal cell referencing without using an auto sum, and I can use this, and I can drag this. This is my grand sales. So this board mass Guys, you have to understand this bod mass is very important, because in future, like if you are using some exhaustive or in-depth calculation, this bod mass rule will be very much important for the various calculation you would do. So I hope this video is clear about the bod mass thing. In the next video, we'll look at some of the more important mathematical functions like average, count, minimum, maximum. That's it for the video. Thank you.